Saying one thing, welcome to the team, baby. Hmm. Welcome to the team, down. Hmm. Got that boy Terrence. Yo, Shane. Give it up for NN, yeah. LP, lowercase QL dot TTV from Canada. Give it up. Pixels 14, number 1. Got your boy in the Japanese translation, y'all. Alright. Japanese to English. Yo, give it up for torture. That's the Japanese word for kanji hiragana. That's the Japanese script for torture. Give it up for your boy, torture. Alright. What's this translation? Ooh. Suzu-san me. Give it up for your boy, Suzu-san me. That's your Japanese homies. Bowser Jr. Lights blue Yoshi. Oh, we got who we got right here? Izuke. Give it up for your Japanese homie, Suzuki. But hey, that was like Suzuki. It wasn't like Suzuki, like the motorcycle, the car company or whatever. Is it Suzuki motorcycles? Japanese motorcycles? I don't know about all that, dog. Stick with the Harley Davidson, dog. You keep that Honda shit to yourself, dog. Keep your Kawasaki and Suzukis and shit. Just give me my Harley, dog. Nothing much but a pimp. Mm. Coming like a pimpy pimp. Mm. Pimp to pimp to pimp to pimp. Pimp it up, pimp it up. Finally, got your boy Trompler. He looks like Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, the guy who was on drugs and overdosed on heroin. That's what he looks like. I like that Trompler. Trompler. That would be funny if the dude was called Trump. What if his name was Trump? That would be hilarious, don't? For some reason, if there was like an alternative universe. Demi. Oh, that is like a hot name for a girl. Demi. Oh. Demi. But Demi also means like sub or below, doesn't it? Like demigod. Huh. I don't know if that's a great name, I guess. It sounds good on a girl. Demi. Ooh. And I'm getting my ass kicked, folks. This is a travesty done. You get smoked, dude. Yeah, you tried to bump my ass, but Scotty wasn't feeling that one, baby. Right, what do we got here? We're getting smoked. We're getting. I don't know, man. Shit. What are you doing, dude? Alright, here's what we got here. We got Jack and shit. Jack left town. We got Jack and shit, and Jack left town. Like the Evil Dead, the Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 3. Uh, Bruce Campbell as Ash. He says, "Ugh." This guy Eric the Red. He's like, "I've been leading an army," but he got captured. And he goes, "I hate to break it to you. You ain't leading but two things right now: Jack and shit." And Jack left town. I guess most of Army of Darkness 3 is pretty hilarious, but there's one part that's like, I mean, there's one part that's over the top. It's like it's like the bad guy takes over Ash's girlfriend or something, and then she's like, "It feels so good to be so bad," and it's really like cheesy. It's super over the top. Most of the movie is just fucking is beyond a riot though, except for that one part that kind of makes a bad joke. But most of the jokes and the gags they land in the movie. So kudos to Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi for that. Yeah, that's a cult classic movie for sure. And yeah, I saw the newer Evil Deads. They're uh, they're, they're they're not bad. You know, obviously the budget CGI is a lot better, but yeah, I guess it's getting old. The plot of the every Evil Dead movie, they find the Necronomicon or something, and or they find the lost uh, demonic prayer or whatever, unleashes hell. Yeah, man, these guys are really paying too much shit. These guys are fucking stealing all the fucking power. They're not only like cluster fucking, but they're also like being super annoying. Now, typically the bad the my rivals are going to be really annoying, but these characters are on bringing it to a whole new level of doing all the things that annoy me in Mario Kart. These guys are experts at it. All right, let's get some, baby. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go balls to the motherfucking wall. Here we go. Bam. All right. No, these guys were like expert lurkers. These guys are like, once you get over 10,000 points, is it like everybody's like an expert asshole or something? An expert douchebag? Oh, man. Let's take it to the rainbow so we can slay hoes. Oh, look, it is Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. The guy, I was like, is that Lane Staley from Alice in Chains? Because he's got the dark shades, he's got the unshaven appearance, he's got the dyed blonde hair. Yeah, that's Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, all right. So, the guy who overdosed to heroin, the lead singer of Alice in Chains, at any rate. I mean, I've seen a lot of Lane Staley's, but man, I didn't realize how many Lane Staley's were gonna be in the Nintendo Mii's. You know, I haven't seen a Joe Biden in a long time. There was a shitload of Joe Bidens, uh, like 2020 to until he left office. Well, especially around 2020 though. So oh dude. Get smoked. Uh, uh. Now, Lane Staley didn't always wear blonde highlight hair. Sometimes he would dye his hair purple or yellow or whatever he felt like that day. You know what I mean? So I'm sure some days he was like, I'm going to go blonde this week. And then another day he woke up and he's like, I'm going purple for tonight's show. No, I don't know if that's what he sounded like, but yeah. Tonight I'm going strawberry on him. Got your boy Terrence. Hmm. Is there two Lane Staleys? Holy shit. Yeah. All right. Getting smoked like a bomb. Uh, yeah, we're gonna talk. We'll talk about the Tom Petty thing pretty soon. The Snoop Dogg and the what's that guy's name? The I don't like him very much. Jelly Rolls or whatever. I don't think he's very talented or anything. Just like a fat guy who got famous with tattoos. I don't get why people think he's. I mean, I don't understand his like star power. Oh. Do I understand Jelly Roll? I mean, he's just like a fat guy called Jelly Roll, right? With just like tats on his face and shit. I don't understand like what does he do? Does he play any music or he just looks fat and has tattoos and has grills and that's it? I I know every time on the Grammys or every time like on a video there's a collab, it's like Jelly Roll. It's like, should I be excited about that or I don't know. I'm excited about somebody really talented like Tom Petty. I don't really think Snoop Dogg is talented that much. I mean, if you consider rapping and rhyming to be talented, then maybe. Uh, I'm not saying that's not an actual talent, but definitely respect somebody like Tom Petty who writes most of his songs and sings most of his own original shit and stuff. People that just sample Tom Petty shit and just rap on it, I don't really respect that very much. Whether it's Snoop Dogg or Jelly Roll, And Tom Petty's dead too, so his estate had to, or the songwriters, besides him, or I guess it was the record company had to give permission for them to do that. Last Dance with Mary Jane featuring Snoop Dogg and Jelly Roll. I prefer the original version with Kim Basinger as a corpse, and that will always be my definitive version. Um, I guess it was Tom Petty died in 2017 of cardiopulmonary problems because he was a lifelong smoker and stuff. Probably not just the cigarettes, but a weed too. And I see the motif of Snoop Dogg is that he's like, oh man, the doctor tells me I'm going to die because I have to quit smoking dope, quit smoking marijuana. And I'm like, oh, is that the motif that you do every time it gets so old? Oh, the doctor told me I had to give up weed. Haha, isn't that funny for like the 2000th time I did this gimmick? It's like, oh god. The video, oh god. I'll get to that another day. Actually, not. I'm not going to get too much into it tonight because I can't. I can't really decide how I feel about it. Whether I'm pissed or whether I think it's funny. I think I'm kind of erring on the side of, you know, the funny. I think maybe I'm kind of erring on the side of like it's retarded, so that's why I think it's funny. Like you can definitely go on the other side and just be pissed and just be like, oh, these are some no talent motherfuckers, and they just took the Tom Petty song with the talent and took a big crap on it, rapped on it, and it sucks. Or you could take the light side and have a laugh. So it depends on you. Depends on how you feel about it. I'm going to go ahead and choose the comedy side, I think. Uh, Wacy. Ooh, the girl from Canada, Wacy. Demi. Oh, like Demi Moore. Going to Athens Dash. Uh, off to the land of Hercules, the land of the gods. Uh, the land of the Titans. Oh, they're gonna make that Homer the Iliad and the Odyssey, Greek mythology. It's a Christopher Nolan movie gonna come out. It's gonna be I believe it's gonna be the Odyssey because there's already been plenty of movies on the Trojan War and all that. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be an Odyssey one with Medusa and Yeah, they've already had a lot of movies about. They've had Jason and the Argonauts, Clash of the Titans, The Wrath of the Titans, but they don't really make movies about the Odysseus and the Odyssey that much. So yeah, that'd be great. Homer's it's the Iliad and the Odyssey. So I believe it's the Iliad that covers the Trojan War. That's been done a lot of times. So it's Christopher. I think Christopher Nolan might be doing both though. So we'll see. Right. Just hang on, baby. All right, let's get righteous. All right, this is just called "Kiss My Butt." Did I read the Iliad? I read the Chiliad. That's a good one. Kind of has like like the dude in it. It does nothing all the time. It's like, oh, that's Zen Buddhism, but the Greek version. No, yeah, I read. They make you read that in school during the Greek mythology. They usually make people read Homer and excerpts from because that's classic great Western literature in English, and so translated from Greek, of course. But yeah. So most of English reading in Western civilization, they'll make you read uh, Homer, the Iliad, and the Odyssey, which I enjoy Greek mythology, so I really enjoy it a lot. And I have the advantage of when I'm reading something from 500 or so years ago, or from different civilizations, that's translated from Roman or Greek. Um, I haven't read too much that's translated from Sumerian or Egyptian or whatever, but or Mayan, for instance. But yeah, I don't judge the past by in the ancient world by 2020 standards whatsoever. So I just understand inherently that the world of the past was different, the world of different civilizations in the old world. So and in the Mesoamerican worlds. So in the land of ancient civilizations were a lot different than obviously what we got going on here today. So I can accept that without. I never try to apply historical standards of now to texts and things like that of old. So little butthole, man, it knocked me to the shit. All right, let's get our revenge, baby. 'Cause that was some BS. We got a lot of bunch of bullshit going on here. Since I was already 12th place, I was like, hold on, I can't. I'm getting fucking saboturded, baby. All right, let's whoop some asshole. This is some BS. This is major bullshit. Paging major bullshit. Oh man, you just got fucking smoked. Got your ass whooped. Fuck. Wonder how much that's gonna take off. 12 points. Shit, boy. But I really enjoy world history and ancient literature. Um, it doesn't always prepare you for today's world or for the future of this world necessarily, but it does give you a perspective of human civilizations through time, which can be useful, perhaps. But besides ancient gods and goddesses and ancient tales being um, fascinating and interesting at times, so my hope you got Zabuki Augusta from Denmark, like some of those Dutch girls. Oh yeah, some of those Denmark babes. You know it. Those Dutch chicks are like always, not to like stereotype, but a lot of times those like really hot Dutch chicks, they're like these tall, like sandy blondes. They're like these mega babes they got going on. They don't always look like Charlize Theron or whatever, but a lot of times they do though. It's the thing. Shit, some thieving bastards. Kiss my butthole. Welcome to Uranus. All right, we got some trying to saboteur me with that. Put a little something up your buttocks. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go for it, baby. Yeah. Let's keep it smooth, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna. There's a lot of chaos going on up in this Mizug. My hope, my hope, Mario Kart we go. No, I didn't watch that Snow White. It had like a brown girl in it. I was like, what the hell? No. Oh man, you screwed up. Hell yeah, you did, bro. All right, what are we gonna do? Get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Okay, we just screwed up big time, dog. Oh, we still got seventh place. Get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Oh, you put 3 points, but you got Wasey playing Diddy from Canada with the 33,000 points. So getting outplayed. Randomonium? Ah, China. Land of the G and home of the slaves. Hmm. Yeah, so it was a few weeks back. Our the some nuts and bolts came out of the garage door opener, and then we fixed. I fixed that, and then tonight the AC messed up the air conditioning, even though it's a new unit. Uh, there was a problem. The breaker tripped or something, and then we had to figure out how to fix the AC. So we didn't have to pay zero money for a technician or something to come out here. Then I looked on YouTube with the Google Nest and the carrier, and I figured out how to I'm sorry, wet back the water overflow, and then I reset the breakers just like I saw in the YouTube video, and then the Google Nest reactivated, and then the air conditioning came back. So, anyways, I don't know. You know what? Really, I want to say that I mean, I'd like to thank myself for my problem-solving skills. I would like to just say I'm smart, but I don't want to toot my own horn. So I'm going to go ahead and deflect it to. I'm going to be humble and say, um, you know, what it really is. Fixing all these things is like being able to, fix all these machines. Um, it's not like college, like college math or science that helped me to do this. I want to say it's all that Legend of Zelda because you like have to solve all those temples and puzzles and shit all the time. I think I think that's where it's at. That's how you really learn the problem solving skills. Yeah, you could learn it in like college algebra or like engineering class or science class or something. But scientific method and all that shit. But I'm telling you, get your Zelda on, you'll be solving all sorts of problems, man. All you have to do is beat the first Legend of Zelda, 1986, and then beat Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and then after that, play Nintendo Switch, Breath of the Wild, and uh, Tears of the Kingdom, and you'll be ready to go. You'll be ready for college after that. You'll be ready for the university. I'm telling you, man. You'll be ready for the fucking Air Force. You'll be ready for anything after that. Thanks for screwing me in the butthole again, assholes. Fuck. Hmm. They got the algorithm rigged again? I think so. Yeah, yeah, let's go randomonium. But people don't want to hear what I just said that your problem solving skills get better if you play Legend of Zelda a lot. But think about it, in the new Legend of Zelda games, it's not just you just like defeat the monster and get the prize. You have to they have all these like really challenging puzzles now. So you know what, like it's almost like all the new Zelda shrines and everything. Like they're like it's almost like every episode is like a math problem in a way. Ooh, tried to sabotage me with that Ted Kaczynski Unabomber, with that Osama bin Unabomber move over there. Oh, there you go. We had Osama Part 2, the Boston Marathon bombers. When they drop the bomb, I just say like they Unabombered me. Sometimes for a joke, I say Osama bin Unabomber. Or most of the time, I'll just say like they saboteured me. Oh, when you're dealing with the thwomp. When you're dealing with the thwomp. When you're dealing with the thwomp. What are you gonna say? You know, you just can't count. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's trying. Watch out for the wily Japanese. Down. What do we got here? Got a bunch of BS. What we got here? All right, here we go. Just keep your shields up. Oh. Go, baby! Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. You kept your emotional composure on that one. Keeping that emotional composure. I love it. If I become a master of my emotions, they'll just declare me Chinese one day. You have graduated to Chinese emotional control levels. This bouquet. So I guess that Snoop D-O double G and Jelly Roll Last Dance with Mary Jane. Um, I suppose it's a tribute to Tom Petty, I think, but also, but he died in November. Uh, I want to say it was November 2017. Yeah, but his Tom Petty's like tribute from his death, it kind of got uh, overshadowed because 2017, the Paddock, the guy shot up the Harvest Route 91 festival in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. So that kind of overshadowed because it happened like right after Tom Petty's death or something like that. So I was hoping that it wasn't going to be a mass shooting, that it was going to be like a big long tribute to Tom Petty, but we didn't really. I think that guy Stephen Paddock robbed us of our Tom Petty celebration week, I think. So that sucks. But this week is the anniversary of the release of Full Moon Fever by Tom Petty, and anyways, it's kind of a tribute. Oh yeah, so we could do like a Tom Petty tribute this Thursday to celebrate Full Moon Fever's, however, whatever kind of anniversary that is. Let's see. Full Moon Fever is it 1989? It's not quite 40 years old yet. Yeah. Full Moon Fever. Oh yeah, April 24th, 1989. It, what is it? 35, 36 years ago? Yeah, 36 years ago. Like Taylor Swift's about to be. Dun, dun, dun. Love is a long road. That's the. Uh, yeah. Mike Campbell, Jeff Lynne, Roy Orbison, George Harrison. Wow. Yeah, that album is amazing. Yeah, you can tell. Like, I mean, Tom Petty could make a hit album by himself at the height of his powers, but he has Roy Orbison, Jeff Lynne, and George Harrison with him, and Mike Campbell. Yeah, it's like if he has Beatles and people with him like that, it's gonna definitely rock. So, but Last Dance with Mary Jane wasn't on Full Moon Fever. Uh, anyways, yeah, I know that's Snoop Dogg's thing is to if there's any musicians that smoke weed or were known for smoking marijuana or writing songs about marijuana, then he would, automatically want to link himself to that. But he had to have gotten permission from the record company or whoever owns the Tom Petty catalog, Tom Petty and Heartbreakers. So, or the Tom Petty estate or something. Oh, I saw you. Yeah, yeah, I see you, motherfucker. Sneaking in the corner, trying to. Yeah, you little bastard. I hope I can blow something up that dude's ass, though. Shit, you're not gonna get your chance now. You're screwed. Damn it. Fuck. Is the algorithm screwing me in the ass already? Looks like it, yeah. I mean, you win some, you lose some, but still, when you lose like perpetually, it's like the algorithm starts to turn against you. And then you start to notice that you don't get really good power ups, and you start to notice the losing streak. Oh, we got 2 lane Staleys. I don't. Have we ever had a double lane Staley? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that so far. Yeah, but it was the okay. So the album was oh, okay. It was recorded while Petty was recording his Wildflowers album. Okay, were produced by Rick Rubin, yeah, guitarist Mike Campbell, and Petty. Oh, was this just a single? Okay. Oh, we're going back to Cheeseland again? What? Now the algorithm is going screwy. It's almost midnight. Okay. Trompler. Okie dokie. Yeah. So basically, to fix the AC, I really didn't know what to do. You know, because I'm not an AC repairman, and but when there's a technical error, everybody usually always makes like a social media about it if there's like a major problem that people have with their equipment and troubleshooting videos and stuff. So and sometimes that can be a nightmare because sometimes people they don't speak English well, or they're a little bit on the spectrum, or they're stupid, or whatever. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, et cetera, et cetera. So sometimes it can become a nightmare very quickly. So the strategy was to um, try to figure out, okay, what are we gonna do? You know, like okay, it said get the wet vac and drain the water, and so watch out for this shit. Yeah. Okay, should we just go? Um, all right, kind of pretty smooth stuff, guys. Wow, that was real tight. That's what she said. Oh yeah. Use those 2004 jokes. That's what she said. The reason why I think it's funny now is because not because it comes up in like movies or TV shows sometimes, even recent ones. Um, I think it's funny because when my friend would say that's what she said, like back in like 20 years ago, in 2005, I was thinking like, oh man, I don't find this expression funny at all. And he would say it like all the time. Like a guy would say, "Oh, it's a little tight," and then he'd go like, "That's what she said," and it was like the same thing. And he liked to abuse the same joke like over and over until he moved on to the next joke. And now I actually do think that expression is funny, but I think the reason for that is because it's an old expression, and so that's why it's making me laugh. You got six Venus 6'6" from Australia. Ah, do you get a dominatrix? Ooh, she likes giving men spankings. That's what I'm talking about. In black leather, I can only hope. Yeah, I suppose that's the difficulty with imagination and creativity. Is like on one hand, it's usually pretty great, you know, like for problem solving and stuff like that. But sometimes you can imagine like imagination going off the rails, like having a fantasy that is not coming true or something. You know, dreaming too much, not staying in the real world groundedly, I suppose. But most of the time, it's great being creative, or it's great being a dreamer. But sometimes, you know, it's not always. It's not really the way that most of the dullards in the world operate, and so I guess that has its own series of challenges. But I think for the most part, it's great to have a vivid imagination. You know, as long as you can stay grounded in your reality without going. Yeah. Are we ready for it, baby? Get that Goomba. Mm. Get the Goomba. I'm gonna get a Roomba. I'm just started living. I ain't ready for my tune, bruh. You're gonna say the tune, bruh? Well, that's the only rhyme I had available at the time. Maybe I'll listen to more Snoop Dogg, Tom Petty, and I'll be ready to really spit some bars. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah. Guess what, guys? They thought they were gonna. We got King Fabric of the Space Time Continuum. That is the space time continuum. And you'll get to see me wear the crown of Earth, as was my destiny. I mean, at least in the Mario Kart game, at least in this particular fantasy universe. Oh, you're up, and I hope you look at that double. It's like mini me Lane Staley, and then it's like it's regular Main Staley, and then he's got like a mini me Lane Staley, and then I guess that's Michael Jackson behind me or something. All right, there you go, King Fabric, baby. I'm out. Ooh, go out on a high note, right? Instead of on a bad note there. Mario Kart World. I don't know about all that. Wink, wink. I'm just kidding, guys. Whoever's watching this. Um, Mario Kart World. To hell with that. Facetiously, sarcastically. Who would want to play that shit? The Nintendo Switch 2 is like it's still like almost $600 or something. People just got out of like the worst economic situation in their since the Great Recession of 2008, probably even worse with the like Biden inflation and the Democrat Party rule and like the lockdowns and the awful everything that happened. And well, their savings are drained, and like their like futures are like almost ruined, like just teetering. And so then Nintendo, after that, Nintendo wants to charge for Nintendo Switch 2 almost $600 and $80-$90 per game. It's unbelievable. But that's what they're doing. Okie dokie. I don't. I expect the people with money are going to say, "I have money," and just buy it, and just be, you know, like I want it, and I'm going to buy it, and then there will be contingents of people like me that will say, "You're charging too much, Nintendo, you greedy bastards, and we're not buying this shit." So see you later. So there'll be different camps. There'll be the camp of the there'll be like the hardcore consumers with some money that'll say, I have to have this, and then I must get this, and then you have the contingents of people that are gonna be like me and say, Nintendo, go fuck yourself. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what their sales are. If they're down because of the people saying screw this shit, and the shit's too expensive. So we'll see what happens. It'll be uh, interesting to say the least, how it shakes out after June 5th. I guess they think that people are going to just like withdraw from their savings and just take out a loan and get a credit card and charge the Nintendo Switch too, I guess. So I suppose Nintendo is betting that it's the start of the summer, and people are, there's a new president. Well, the second part of the Donald Trump presidency, and then there's maybe peace coming and all this kumbaya shit, and um, maybe people might be recovering from the COVID uh, plague, and maybe recovering a little bit from inflation, by inflation, and so maybe recovering from the high energy and the out of control grocery prices. Maybe not. So I think they're taking a gamble that people are going to want their product more than they're going to care about the price. So I don't think that's a very wise gamble, honestly. I think they're going to lose this one, but we'll see how it shakes out. Oh yeah, and Nintendo of Japan, Nintendo is not changing the price at all. So they are not budging on that. So by the way, so Nintendo is firmly committed to being as greedy as fucking possible, as to the maximum extent that a corporation can be. So yeah, I wouldn't be for that Nintendo Switch 2 launch. I would not be surprised if it's like there's a gang of thieves that just steal all the Nintendo Switch 2s and steal like a whole, like they steal like an entire like warehouse of games and shit. I'm not saying that like that's definitely going to happen. I just kind of have a feeling about that. You might hear in the news an entire Nintendo Switch 2 warehouse was cleaned out by a gang of thieves last night. Or like a gang of criminals like stole the truck. GameStop was anticipating its shipment of the new Nintendo Switch 2 consoles, but it was hijacked by a gang of thieves before June 5th. Yeah. Like June 5th will be like Black Friday. Yeah, I mean, I know you can like get pre-order and I mean the online delivery or whatever, but oh well. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to work to get the Nintendo Switch 2. They're going to be working to like get groceries. So that's the thing. A lot of people are going to say Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, I need to pay my light bill or my gas. Oh, I need to eat. Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, reality. Reality, where did you come from? Always ruining my fun, that damn reality. Ah, your mom is now ready. Mm, thank you. I get the beef because you know I'm the chief. Because I'm always coming with my beliefs. Gonna get my money straight up increase. I become gangster once I hit the streets. About to get this boy down. Going Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. At least I was. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Right. Mm. From Kaczynski with love. Mm. Boomerang-a-tang. But the video of Tom Petty getting plagiarized and Snoop Dogg and Jelly Roll, the video is hilarious, though, actually. Yeah, if you were like high watching that on THC, you'd probably be laughing your ass off. Yeah, it's pretty funny just sober. No drinks, no weed, no nothing. Yeah, I can't even imagine after a few puffs of Jane watching the remix of Last Dance with Mary Jane. Oh, they trick you with the pretty girls, and that's how they kill you in real life too. They always trick your ass. Huh? Hold that thought, bro. Now I have the demon kava. Demon kava. Oh, happy Earth Day, by the way, to everybody's. Yeah. Man, real life bats around here are scary enough, but thank God there's no Cyclops bats around here. Cyclops monster bats. Yeah. I did see a bat on the patio one night, and it was. I go, ew, what is that? It was slimy, and it had flown on the patio, and I was like, oh my God, there's fucking bats. We have a lot of like tall trees, in the North Houston forest, the old forest. Sometimes the old forest, even though there's all this suburban sprawl and all this urban urbanization, if you leave the trees up, then you might see an ancient bird or bats and some old school shit occasionally appear. Um, like the golden falcon that swooped down on me. Hey, where's my demon carver at? Ooh. Uh-oh. Get to that inventory. Batter up. You have one of those, don't Get my booty. Get some booty. Get the booty. Get some booty. Ooh. The booty song. Booty song. I'm not going to write that one, dude. Get some booty. Ooh. Yeah, like a Tom Petty party. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Full Moon Fever. 36th anniversary, I guess. Is that my demon kava? Oh, I retrieved my demon kava. Thankfully. Eventide Island. You'll never find a more wretched hide of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. That's for the Star Wars 1977 fans out there of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Sir Alec Guinness. For some reason, my friend loved like telling me like he loved that part where he goes, where he looks at Mos Eisley and he likes the part where he says, "We must be cautious." That was like his favorite part. Yeah, that was part of the charm of the original Star Wars is that like honestly the dialogue is nonsense a lot of times. I guess that's what it's, but it's like memorable nonsense though. And I think Obi-Wan Kenobi, Sir Alec Guinness as the old Obi-Wan Kenobi, had some great lines. It's probably because he was in Lawrence of Arabia, and he's like a classically trained actor, is why he's able to make all that crappy dialogue sound cool. A gentleman waste enough to be traveled lightly. That was another weird one too. Coming around the mountain when she comes. Riding 3 white horses when she comes, coming around that mountain. Speaking of old songs, dude, it's like from the 1800s. Hell yeah. That 1800s jams, those are the best. Those are the fucking bangers. Country western days. Uh, George, George, George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. What? Yeah, was that like a cartoon from the 1970s, George of the Jungle? It would go, George, George, George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. And I don't know, it had a catchy song to it. They used to write a lot of like catchy songs for TV shows, and a lot of catchy ass songs for cartoons. Yeah, just makes it catchy shit. Now people use the AI auto tune to fake their non-existent talent. Unfortunately, man, I can't sing. I'm gonna have to get some auto tune. Oh shit! I don't know anything about music. Can I get an AI program for that? I'm gonna get me an instant career, like instant ramen noodles. I got some instant ramen. Give me instant money. That'd be the best. Yeah, I like the AI program called Insta Money. Insta Bacon. Yeah. I have this idea. My AI droid will make me millions of dollars, and then, you know what? I'll just go fishing. Uh, Snowy peaks. Yeah. Oh, my club is damaged. Well, I don't want to be part of the damage club. It's like Superman. I think we found the Superman's Fortress of Solitude. Watch out for Lex Luthor. Or you could just teleport there. Yeah. Or you could just teleport. Quantum teleportation? Yeah, that seems a little bit easier. I'd rather just beam my molecules, my atoms somewhere else, and then it just reassemble. Nah. It would like mess up though, and like you would like your ass would be where your penis was or something like in Star Trek. Uh, there would be transport. There would be uh, quantum teleportation mishaps. In other words, how about you go do all the work, bitch? Jitan Sami.
The volley scale is now ready.
Yeah. Nice break. Superman. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, there's a new Superman movie, and Lex Luthor has a kryptonite mech suit. So, and there's Crypto the dog, I guess. So, if you're gonna go see that, I hope you enjoy it. The new Superman movie. Oh, I don't think you can get a hotter Lois Lane than Amy Adams though. Amy Adams was crazy fine, like one of the hottest redheads ever on screen, I think, in a Hollywood actress. Yeah. I'm sure whoever they got to play Lewis Lane looks good, but I don't think they look Amy Adams good. That's a whole new level right there. That's a whole new level of female. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, maybe the next Zelda game will have like music in it. I could only hope. Not music like over blaring the same theme over and over again, like the Zelda theme constantly, but like just a little bit more music. Just every now and then have some music going on. We go back to my crib. Oh, it's the first openly gay character, Bolson, in The Legend of Zelda. Not even hiding the fact that the dude's gay, but or a fictional character is gay in this. Not even being subtle. Yeah. All right. God bless. Best of success. Go ahead. Jet.